Hello everyone and welcome back to UHC Survival. Here on today, episode 9, we're going to be doing a little bit of work over at Fort Holtz, putting down the walls for our fort. And here to help me today we have Sea Digger 6, who is working on the Volkshaw project with a bunch of the mods, including IronWolf, the owner, and Bran, who is notorious for doing huge-ass builds such as the Volkshaw. So what's up, Sea Digger?
Not much. Just can't wait to start building.
You and me both. So what we did was we built this prototype that's basically what the wall is going to look like. It's not going to be situated right here. We just threw this down right now so we can get a feel for what it looks like. But what we did do is terraform a little bit of the dirt, mainly over here right by the storage shelf, to make it a little bit even. I was tempted to have the entire thing be flat, but I like this better because it seems a little bit more natural. So it's going to be marked at these locations right here, right over there by the cows, right up this hill over there, if I can get you to see that. Yeah, right where this stone brick is, and right over there in the forest. So I have a little bit of work to do clearing out the area, but I think once that wall is in, it's going to look a little nice. So we might have a few more people helping us actually put in the wall, but I just thought I'd sign on right here and show you what we're going to be doing today. Alright, welcome back everyone. I thought I'd just check in really quick to show you what progress we've made. As you can see, we've stayed loyal to the prototype we set up earlier, and it's starting to look very nicely. The only real problems we've run into have been dealing with the hills you can see that we have here, and at certain points we've had to tear down, and at certain points we've had to build up, so that's slowed us down a little bit, but we're making good headway, and I'll check back in a few. Alright, welcome back, and as you can see, we've completely put in the inner walls to the fort, and it's looking very good. I'm really happy with how it looks. This is a nice aerial view. We have a little bit of a gate over there, as you can see, with the spider on it. And right now what we're working on is going to be implementing the top ridges of the inner wall, and we made a few changes to it, as you can see from this prototype right here. Before we had the cobblestone walls lining the top of it, but for now what we're going to do is be putting another layer of stone brick blocks on it, coupled with cobblestone slabs. And that'll give it a nice, yeah, there's Sea Digger right on top of it.
Hello.
And he's going to be, I don't know what he's going to be doing, but yeah, he's going to be helping me implement the top of this. And are you going to put that in?
This is just, I don't know.
Yeah, he's just goofing around with some stuff that might not necessarily be how it looks. But this is about what we're going to be doing for this top ridge. So that's what we're going to put in right now. Alright, so welcome back to the Great Wall of China. Yeah, basically we implemented what I said we were going to, and it looked a little bit nicer on the prototype, which was a smaller sample, but when you have it here, it looks a little bit funky, and like I said, it looks a lot like the Great Wall of China, especially where you look at these hills. So we're going to sleep on this for tonight, and we're going to be trying a lot of different things. What was that you mentioned that we could do?
Take out the cobble slabs, because I think if we add more depth in between each block, it'll look less like the Great Wall of China.
Yeah, so just knock these out and just have a bit of space. I don't know, maybe we could try that tonight, but I think we're probably just going to call it a night here and pick up on this another day. So thanks for helping me out. It's been a pleasure working with you, and we're not done yet, but thanks for what you've done so far. And that's not the end of the episode, so I shouldn't be wrapping it up. See you in a second. Alright everyone, and welcome back. As you can see, we've put in the second wall entirely around the base. So now all that's left to do is to put a little bit of a roof on this hallway right here. Also, as you can see, I've gone ahead and lined the entire 2 blocks in between the wall with dark oak wood, and I think it looks very nice. I think dark oak wood looks great with stone, especially stone brick. So now there's a few things left to do that I'm going to go ahead and take care of, most likely off camera. It's going to be lining the top of this with some kind of roofing. I was thinking stone wood, Jesus Christ, just stone blocks, and I think that'll look nice. Smooth stone, I should specify. And then I'll have to make a few entrances and exits from the hallway. What I have planned for the hallway is at some point you just have a little opening, such as that one down there, as you can see. Let me go down here. And you enter the hallway, and there's nothing immediately out here like this. Again, this right here is temporary. This is just kind of a prototype. I'm going to have I'm sorry about that. Yeah, as you can see, we're going to have a little bit of an entrance like this, somewhere maybe over here where there's no exit immediately over it, and then on another end we'll have something out here, so you would walk in from one point and come out at another, and that's to hopefully slow down the time it takes for a mob to get on the inside of the wall here, and that'll at least slow them down if I choose to leave it open. I might just have gates and then it wouldn't matter, and that's just purely for aesthetics. So I think that's what we're going to do, and then I'm going to have a big gate probably towards the Volkschau, and right now what we're flirting with is doing something either here, directly lined up with the house, there directly lined up with the house, or something in the one of these two ends of the corner here that'll point directly diagonal to the field over there, and then I'll just have a little path walking on the side of the Volkschau that'll probably be very basic and very subtle. But the gate and the roof to the tunnel, the hallway here is really the only thing left to do. You are going to be able to walk on top of it. I'll probably have a ladder at some point. Either that or like a building or something inside here. That's probably going to be figured out in time how you're going to get on top of it. But yeah, it's coming together. Really like how this wall looks. You'll have to tell me what you think on the fences over here. This is kind of what it looks like, and I really like it. But you tell me what you think, and I'll check back in a second. Alright, welcome back everyone. As you can see, I've installed a walkway right here, and it looks pretty nice. I've been using stone slabs to make the elevations and declinations pretty smooth, so you don't have to jump or anything to get around. So now the only thing left to do is install ways to get in and out, and I think I'm going to leave the main gate that I was talking about maybe to this corner or in the center. I might leave that to another episode, and for now just worry about getting to the portal and to Yaoye's base, which will also kind of have a path going to the wheat farm we made. So yeah, the wheat farm and the portal are going to be outside the confines of the base. And another thing, the melon farm I did in like episode like 2 or 3 or something. Yeah, I tore that down. That was just temporary, so that had to move. It was right in the center of the way. So all I have to do now is just make sure I have a way to get in and out of this thing, and I think I'll be ready to call it a day. Before I cut away just yet, I want to thank Matthew to Slayer and Wider Safety who stopped by and helped me with this wall. And of course, like I mentioned earlier, big shout out to Sea Digger, who not only helped me build a lot of this wall, but also supplied more than his fair share of stone bricks. So a huge shout out to Sea Digs. Thanks for coming by and helping, man. I really appreciate it. I owe you one. And maybe in the future I'll stop by and do a video with him and maybe B-Bran on the build they're doing over there. I'd like to maybe help them out for an episode. But big shout out to Sea Digs, and now we're going to finish this up with a little bit of gates. Okay, so this episode's been really choppy and quite likely really short, so I think I'm going to build this on camera. I realized I did a lot of off-camera building, and mainly this episode was a lot of updating, so I'll try and get a little bit of on-camera building right now. So there's a few things I still need to figure out on here. I have to light up the top rail up there. I haven't figured out how I want to do that. For now, I'll show you what I've got going on here. I started off doing basically once every 7 blocks, put 2 torches, and yeah, that's what I've got going right now. Another thing I could do is do 2 torches on the block in between these 2 things, because it's always working out that you have these every 5 blocks, I think it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. So I might end up doing that. That might look nice. So there's a few things. I'm going to have to mess around with this, but yeah, I pretty much lit up most of this tunnel here. I'm starving. I got to go grab some food. Crap, I have no food. Okay. So let's run back to the fort and grab a bite to eat. Yeah, I think I might switch to doing it in the 3rd one in between. That gets weird at around the corners, though, so I might... What I was also considering for the corners is doing something like this, having both these guys on edge here and see if that works out. But yeah, still things with like lighting can always change. And again, I was considering doing this or on here, one of these 2 blocks. I'm probably going to leave this clear, but I'm afraid at how it might look from far away if you have the torches up here. So that's probably going to be the most complicated thing to arrange. So again, if you have any ideas, thoughts, or whatever... No, I don't want to use that. So let's go in here and grab some food. Oh yeah, Yaoye delivered a bunch of cakes. So this has kind of been what everybody who's been helping me with this has been living off of. I wanted to show you guys this, by the way. C-Dig's built an underground system, and I'm showing it to you, but I should also explain that I think he only wants the people that live where this tunnel goes to, which is really just me and the people at the Volkshall. He has a sign up at the at where the portal. I'm not gonna show where it comes out at, but it stops at his place and at mine. I just thought I'd show you that because C-Dig's built this for me, so again, shout out to C-Dig's for doing that. Excuse me, I burped there. But so yeah, he's asking that only the people who live where the tunnel points to use it. So I thought I'd show you that, but also explain, unless you live here, probably you should not be using it. Why is he dancing around? Look at this. Alright, so we had a little prototype. It's been the word of the day, apparently. Is prototype. And I think it's going to be 3x3. So bam, bam, bam. And I think, what's his face? It's something like, I don't even remember who built it. Something like that. I don't think I love that, though. It's a little claustrophobic because it's 2 blocks high, so I don't think I'm going to do that. I was thinking about just leaving this open. I could do that. I also want to try this and see how it looks. Now let's see how it looks with the gates. I'm probably going to be doing fence gates for now. I was thinking about doing like a piston thing where where just fences pop up and down depending on when you hit a button. Oh, hello. Let me just adjust something. I'm getting a little bit of lag. I usually do fine when I have fast graphics on. Yeah, that's a lot better. How are we doing here? 40 to 50. It's dipping. It's all over the place on this server. So we have that. Let's try this. But yeah, I might do something where I have a button or lever alternate whether this goes up and down, and that might make for a pretty good gate. But for now, we're just going to do this. And this, of course, goes up to Yao Ye's base. What I'm also going to have later on is a little path that goes to the wheat farm, which is doing really well, by the way. I just got my first stack of hay bales from that. So, I mentioned earlier that I didn't want this to just go all the way through. And it's a little confusing if I do it this way, but I think it'll be better because that gives me an opportunity to... I think it just looks a little better, too, instead of having a bunch of gates going all the way through. It also gives me an opportunity to slow down mobs who happen to get through. Of course, with fence gates, hopefully they're not getting through. But I think we're going to do another one of those things right here. Of course, that'll mess up my lighting, but whatever. So we'll carve this out. So after this, I'm going to have a bit of work to do on the inside here. But I also have a plan for a building at spawn I want to get to. I think it was Smash Chicken was the one who started a little project that was a huge tower, and I was really looking forward to seeing him finish it. And I don't think he ever really got around a lot. He does occasionally log on, but he usually just logs on for a second, realizes he doesn't like the server, and then just log off. I need one more. The way that the fence gates work out in the crafting is so perfect. Look at this. One log is perfectly a fence gate. I love that. So yeah, this is a storage shed. We moved a lot of stuff. We terraformed this right here, a little bit of that, and I think a little over there. And we still have a little terraforming to do. I'm probably going to end up doing a lot of it on my own. Because I've probably done a minimal amount of work on this project right here. Between C-Dig supplying all this stuff and helping me build it, and the 2 guys who I mentioned earlier coming by and helping, I feel like I've done a minimal amount here. Okay, so yeah, this is my issue here. It's off-center, and I don't want to interrupt this right here. So for now, we're going to leave it like this, and with this hill right here, it actually kind of looks nice. And it definitely looks nice with these 2 things right by it. But, yeah, I kind of built this project to look a little bit symmetrical, and I kind of want to start straying away from that. Symmetrical builds aren't bad, but you kind of limit yourself with doing them. Alright, so we got this right here. I might do another one on the opposite side, too. In fact, that's probably a good idea. I should do that. So we got this right here. Then gate outwards. Again, I'm starving. Bomp. Oh, it didn't hurt me. Nice. Oh, horse is back, by the way. Well, it's not back, but Apollo was cool enough to replace it, so shout out to Apollo. Is he online right now? Yeah, Apollo 11X. And he replaced the horse for free, and it's a pretty good horse. And I've already decided on a name for this girl. Last time I was toying between the names Debbie and Mystery, and I know once Mystery died, I pretty much realized I should have named her Debbie. So this one's going to be Debbie. I'm going to do this right this time. And she's not going to drown. She's going to be a good horse. I'm going to get out of this eventually. But yeah, meet Debbie. Gary, the little, whatchamacallit, the little baby zombie with the armor. I don't know what happened to him, but I think I had a few people over. I think one of them saw a baby zombie and just killed it. Didn't realize it was a pet. Which, to their defense, I didn't have it named or anything. It was just a zombie sitting there. And people are naturally afraid of baby zombies because they are frightening. Why do you no eat? Alright, let's take some of that. Oh, I'm full, that's why. Alright, so we built one over there. See, my issue with doing it over here is this is a huge hill. Yeah, I can't do it like sideways, so I guess that's going to be the only way out. That and the gate over there, and the tunnel. That should do. Again, I'm thinking of having a building that goes up and then branches onto there, but I'm not decided yet. So I'm going to make 3 more fence gates, and then I'll do it for the mini fences right now. We're going to have another one that goes by over towards the portal. And as you can see, those don't have to be centered. I had one right over here to the side, so that shouldn't be an issue. I think the other one is going to end up being right over there. I think that's where the portal goes. That might actually be on the same thing as this right here, so that should be really convenient. 1, 2, 3. Get those on the same thing. Ah, I messed it up. And there we go. Got the slabs and everything, so let's just throw this last one in. I'm going to look at the episode after this. If it looks really short, I'll probably try and get the big fence in. Not the big fence, the big gate in. But for now, I'm probably going to end up ending it somewhere around here. So, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this should do. I still have to tear down a lot of this area right here. There's the portal. Yeah, I've been meaning to tear down this little hill right here forever, and I haven't gotten around to it. So I should do a little bit of that now. Just clear out enough to get to the gate. Alright, so I get one of these. 1, 2, 3. Bam, bam, and bam. And there you go. So one thing I'm going to do in the future is just a short little path right here. I'm also going to clear this out one of these days. I've been meaning to do it forever. Yeah, if it seems a little too short to me and I want to fit in the big gate, I'll probably put that up next. But if it turns out that I'm happy with the length of the episode, I'm sorry if you are not, but thanks for watching. Big shout out to the people who helped me. I named them all already. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. But this is pretty much it. It's going to have 2 blocks on the inside where you can just walk through it. And this is pretty much what the outside and inside are going to look. Ignore this little top here. We're going with the top on this side. And, yeah, I just realized I wasn't, like, doing the hotkey for letting you listen to any of that.
Oh, you were talking?
Yeah.
Shit.
I went and did my intro and just... And I was really disappointed, too, because I was doing really well. Everyone, welcome back. And as you can see, I installed the top of here, or from where I'm on right now. Okay, so I thought I'd show you all just a little bit of a progress check. That sounded terrible.